everybody, anyone. My name is Christopher Wood. I am 53 years old, and I am a 6-year revenge retaliation victim of very seriously dangerous people. Very serious brain injuring, skull splitting, deforming, body mutilations, kidnapping, sex assaults, false arrest, stalking, arrest refusals, extortion, kidnapping, putting blood and or forcing blood and piss, putting illegal prisoner tracking into me, full physical identity theft, having me medically blacklisted through criminal doctors for speaking of OPP, human trafficking, sex slavery trafficking, and other crimes that were taking place in Napanee, Ontario. As a result, I became a victim for 6 years. Right now, as I am doing this, I have absolutely no feeling in my head. The back of my head, my occipital lobe is swelling up. Full right side of my head is completely and totally numb. I am medically blacklisted. Cannot go to a hospital. I have no medical rights, no legal rights, no human rights. And last night I was doing a video, and next thing you know, one of the people involved attempted a break and enter and an invasion and proceeded to threaten me for himself and his brother, who is a cop. So he committed break and enter, theft, threats, not only for himself but for his cop brother, harassment, and more. He is also guilty of attempted drugging me through crack cocaine as well, brain injuring me. Ontario provincial police that are guilty. I have been trying for arresting, for charging, for lawsuits for 6 years with 100% proof. Ex-chief or commander, year 2019, had me shot on the corner of Bridge and Center Street. Not with a bullet, but by something that went into my right ear. I started getting burning. It started moving through my head from my occipital lobe up to my frontal lobe, actually. My skull, then I was getting burning from the inside out and electric shocks from the inside out to the point where it was bursting blood vessels in my skull and in my head. I have been seriously deformed. And right now, as I'm doing this, I'm having serious problems thinking. But anyway, I was doing a live video yesterday, and I was actually threatened, and it was done right on my live. So with that being said, and then I was told that that I was gonna be, today was my end day. Well, once again, Napanee, ex-chief or commander. I'm sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. I am trying to do this, and Staff Sergeant, years 2019, 2021. Shannon Cork, Robert Lucas, Dave Weiss, Constable Ward. Stacy, a mental health worker, was Napanee Daily Tea Company, now Kingston AMHS, and Shelley Huffner had me kidnapped May 27, 2021, 24 hours after me asking for help. Spencer Mills, 14716, Robert Kane, 7224. Last night I actually felt like in a Christina Schultz. Last night, I actually felt like I was having a stroke. My arms were going completely numb on me, and it was to the point where I had no feeling even in the left side of my arms or my hands, and I couldn't even hang on a coffee cup. The right side of my head has been completely and totally fucked. The left side of my head is now being totally fucked. With whatever I was shot with, I am being prevented from finding out. No criminal record or history. Had not been to a doctor or a hospital in approximately 7 to 10 years prior to being shot. No psychological record or history either with me. And criminal doctors who are involved in file falsifications for treatment refusals, very serious discriminations, done all with criminal negligence and intent, including having me falsely charged twice to prevent anything legal on them or anyone else. Also in an attempt to give me a criminal record, which I never previously had. Dr. Joy Hadley, Dr. Tatiana Vukadinovic, also goes by Dr. Margie V, and the girlfriend to Stacy Kingston AMHS. Dr. Barton, Dr. Pritchard, Dr. Waldron, Dr. McGregor, ex-CEO Covey Duck, and patient relations are all criminally negligent involved. 2 people are actually family members as well. But I'm going to show 2 pictures of me, and they were done very close together, and there is absolutely no resemblance. This was done December of 24, obviously. And then on January 4th, look at the total complete change in my head and my face and everything else just within that short time. I go through this on a daily basis. My skull gets deformed. I get piss and shit that go through my head and my face, which also numbs me down. Human trafficker, sex slave trafficker, guilty of identity theft with the intent to commit identity disability and insurance fraud, guilty of stalking, torture, and attempted murder on me. He is a crackhead, sells lace fentanyl between Napanee and Kingston, Ontario, especially around the hub, to homeless and addicts, causing overdose homicides. Jason Van Alstyne, he is also guilty of a possible homicide in 2021 too. These are the OPP untouchables. This is Bert Hustler. He is guilty of first-degree attempted murder with intent to commit. He used to date my wife actually after we separated. Here's another very serious change that's been done to me physically. This guy here, he is actually my cousin. That's Dale Hartwick. He is guilty of torture crimes on me, brain injury me, and attempted murder with intent to commit for drop charges for a stabbing he committed against his wife or ex-wife's boyfriend. And he personally told me this. Whatever I was shot with in August 6th of 2019, that's when I started going through all of this. This is a picture of me. My mother was even stalked, tortured, and her life was taken as well. 2 of my dogs were killed. There is a Bill Woldridge. He also goes by Bill Cooldridge, Bill Della Roswell, James Bubbles, Stephen Maven, which is an escapee inmate, and Robert Cross are some of his alias names. He lives behind the law office on Centre and Bridge Street, Napanee, Ontario. Bald, glasses, approximately 70 years old, 65 to 70. Thinks that he and I were switched at birth, thinks that he is my dad, and was calling my mother mom when he was stalking and torturing her. Alleged OPP supervisor, Blair Hardy. He is a meth trafficker. He is financial thefts and frauds, welfare, disability, bank frauds. He raped a woman at 45 Dundas Street East, Apartment 3 in 2021, who is now deceased. He is guilty of brain injury me, stalking, and guilty of attempted murder on me with intent to commit. Tyler Lake, Jason Winalstein, Robert Barry, Raymond LeBlanc, my cousin Harry Hartwick, my cousin Dale Hartwick, and Tony Hearns. There is also Sean McKay and another from Kingston, Ontario, all 100% provable too. He is an ex-Bath prisoner and a sex offender, child sex offender, child porn. Human trafficking, sex slavery trafficking, frauds, identity thefts, framings, tortures, slavery, medical blacklisting for treatment refusals to cover it up, lies about being suicidal, self-harm, or lies about drugs. That's not true in any way, shape, or form. But they're using those lies and narratives against their victims to use to cover up crimes against them. This has nothing to do with a psychological thing. It has nothing to do with any kind of substance or any whatever else, because I do not do any substances. So it has nothing to do with any psychological issues in any way, shape, or form. It's 100% criminal against me. Me going to OPP trying to get arrested and charging with 100% proof. Surrounded, hands on guns.
First one here, just doing a quick update. I'm at the hospital here to get checked out again.
Being medically
the exact same
blacklisted.
thing has been going on with me for the last 389
And
days.
I obviously look nothing like that now in any
And
way, shape, or
conveniently,
form.
I am sitting here waiting, going on my 4th hour. And who comes into the hospital? The woman from mental health. The blonde-haired woman from mental health. Wearing a red top, wearing a jean jacket. Looked right at me, noticed me, went into the hospital. Conveniently, who is working today? Dr. V, the one that helped cover this up for them in the first place, the one that talked to them in the first place, the one that helped screw me up and get me medically blacklisted, the one that helped get me medically discriminated against, not only at Lennox and Addington Hospital, but at Belleville Hospital and KGH twice. Let's see what happens when I go in for my appointment. This should be really interesting. How quaint did she show up today? First one here, just doing a quick update. I'm at the hospital.
That was one of my discriminations. Here's another one.
First one here, I am in the process of identity theft, identity change. Compliments of William Billy Woldridge. I am being changed to look like him. He is being hidden. He is being protected. He can verify this. He can prove this. He can implicate OPP involved 402 days of crime on me, injuring, torturing me, brain damaging me, being lived through. I've any illegal OPP surveillance put into me, no criminal record or history, no brain problem prior to August 2019. But when this started, I now have electroshock and lobotomizing me. Like I said, I am in a process of identity theft, identity change, lies, cover-ups, medical record falsifications, medical discrimination, compliments of OPP, and mental health worker involved in this. Dangerous, guilty, sex offenders, human sex trade, slavery, trafficking, the poor, homeless, lies, cover-ups, 402 days of being injured.
Actually, it's been 6 years now going through this.
This Crestwood here, I'm heading in towards OPP. See about getting Spencer Miller's wife, William Woldridge, arrested and charged today. Stalking, injuring, torturing. Let's see what happens.
What happened was I ended up getting serious brain injury, going through serious crimes against me and not being able to do anything about it. Threats, torture, stalking. My mother was killed. My dogs were killed. Lobotomized, full brain splitting, skull splitting, serious deforming, body mutilations with proof for wanting people charged. This is what's happened to me. And now it is once again happening. As of last night, through another, while I was doing my live video, deforming done to my skull. And I had not been to a hospital. I haven't been able to get any medical help. So if anyone thinks that they cannot be physically changed or go through identity theft, I am 100% proof that, oh yes, you can. Because it's been done to me. And once again, just like last night, I go to try to show pictures, more pictures, and this happens every single time. My phone goes completely blank because it's been hacked, actually cloned. So I don't even have control over it. My computer's been hacked. And you can clearly see I'm getting a dent in my head. The one side of my head is bigger than the other. And you can clearly see the split in my head that's starting right down here. But I was doing a live video last night, and I actually had an invasion and a break and enter and threats done against me as well while I was doing my live. So, and I was pretty much told that if I go outside of my place, then I'm gonna be ended pretty much. Whether this is seen or not, because it's being blocked out and shadow banned by the one very same people who are involved in these crimes against me. And it's time people actually need to be arrested and charged. The whole right side of my head is completely and totally gone. No feeling whatsoever. None. And I am having very, very serious burning right now in my midbrain, in my occipital lobe. All it would take is me going to a hospital or a doctor and actually getting an MRI or even a brainwave scan and or whatever, and it would certainly prove a lot about what's been done to me. Being accused of doing it to myself, in absolutely no way, shape, or form did I want my identity changed or my skull going through so much changes and everything else that's been done to me with proof. There's no way I could have done that to myself. So, absolutely impossible. But I want to make one thing very clear because of what happened to me last night and what was said to me last night, that if there is any threats against me or anyone comes against me for whatever reason in any way, shape, or form because of me wanting to arrest and charging on certain people, then it will just prove their guilt even more regardless. And now there is possible other family members from a certain person that if I am out walking may end up being involved. I'm not making accusations saying it will happen. I'm not saying that with paranoia, but at the same time, these are people involved in Napanee. He is a pimp, a woman abuser, a child abuser, and he is friends with my brother or with my mother's son, where he goes to smoke crack cocaine. This is Tony Hearns. And because of everything that's been done to me, I will not talk to anybody without lawyers present or other people. This is Bert Hustler. The one known as Bill Wooldridge, 149 Center Street, North Napanee, Ontario, the one that's guilty of calling my mother mom, thinks that he and I were switched at birth and thinks that he is my dad. Bert Hustler. Raymond LeBlanc. Tyler T. Baglake. He is the lover boyfriend of OPP drug cop Robert Kane. He's ratting for him. He's guilty of attempted arson on an address in Napanee at one point in time. He is guilty of throwing blood on my previous address too, threats of stabbing, and being involved with my identity theft and attempted murder on me. Blair Hardy, Blair Kane. He is guilty of financial thefts and frauds, identity thefts and frauds, rapes. He is very seriously obsessed. He is a meth trafficker, alleged OPP supervisor as well. Kind of funny how I'm looking like him as well. Jason Van Alstyne. Tyler Lake once again. Blair Hardy Kane again. He used to actually drive a Mercedes. Here's a picture of me, more my true image, before all the serious changes done to me. Without my glasses on, of course. There, that's more my true image. Six years I've been going through this, and it's pretty bad when I have to put out body identification and tattoo videos just to show and prove that this is happening to me and who I truly am because of being physically changed. I can just imagine how many others this has been done to and has actually gotten away with. And because nobody can be arrested, nothing can be done, this is pretty much finished with me in every way, shape, or form. So I hope everybody is happy with what they've accomplished. And once again, I am the victim here. For 6 years from very seriously dangerous people, I've been wanting arrest and charging. I've been trying with 100% proof. I am the victim. And if anything more happens to me from any kinds of cops in any way, shape, or form, or anyone else, it's going to be more revenge retaliation against me for wanting them arrested, charges, and lawsuits as well. And it will, and they will prove it by such actions. Picture of me with my long hair. This was done on my Facebook that I no longer have because it was hacked and blocked on me. So I have not had a Facebook in about 4 months actually. This is another very serious change that's been done to me. I go through this on a daily basis. I have videos, even live videos done just within the last few days, and you can clearly see, if watched, the total 100% differences from then till now, and the changes to my face within 2 days even, and from last night, just on my other videos from now. This is no hallucination, no delusion, 100% all provable. More proof of change is done to me. That's a serious one, too. My skull Looks like I've had surgeries and actually has been cut around the sides and the back of my head. I've had serious deforming to my spine as well done to me. And all of these pictures are not that old either, so me at one time with my long hair, I actually had to shave my head because of going through so much deforming to prove that it was actually happening, especially in the back of my head. I hope everybody's happy with what you've done to me. Completely split my skull and fucking each side of my brain, numbing me down. So I forget about all of this. So I'm not doing these videos. The time buying is helping as well. Completely and totally fucking screwing my memories, screwing my brain. So, and I believe what was shot into me in August 6, 2019, approximately 3 p.m., was what was called remote neuro monitoring, which is actually, yes, very true, 100% a nano microchip implant. It's military and police used since the 60s. It's for invasive surveillance and also for destruction of a person's central nervous system, pretty much from the inside out, hands-free Pontius Pilate murders against people. And because also of the EMFs and radiation, what as well that it gives off inside a person, it causes cancer, and it did that to my mother, a 77-year-old woman, and seriously deforming and torturing her in the process. Also me, of course. And that picture was actually done to me November 2nd, 2023. So it was 2 years ago. Notice how all of them are different, but yet they are all me 100%. And there is nothing doctored about these pictures in any way, shape, or form. All 100% real and authentic. Serious swelling done to my skull at the time. This is just some of the torture I've been through. Obviously completely flattened. And now I'm gonna show that picture of that tube that I get where I get the piss and shit coming from in my head and my face. It goes from my groin to my right nipple to my throat where it bulges out and into the back of my neck. But before I do that, there's just some more of the back of my head. I've even been sex assaulted, and I've had doctors laugh in my face over it, thinking that it's a big joke. And then another doctor actually tried to have me committed for it because of it, me being a man, and who it was done by accusations of by a JP of being high on marijuana and hallucinating it, threats, intimidations, accusations to obstruct. There's the tube in the back that goes to the back of a spot on the back of my head too, and see how my spine's completely been fucked. That's certainly not normal. And here's the front of it. That actually really bulged out that much. Whatever the hell that was or is. Identity thefts and frauds, torture, slavery, sex assaults, trafficking, human and drugs, serious brain injury, full identity thefts, putting prisoner tracking into victims, innocent victims, having them medically blacklisted, plus the lies, the time bound, the cover ups to assure full brain injury, to assure full changes done to their victims without help. The stalking, the torturing, the mutilations that have been done to me, all 100% provable, and not being able to do anything about it no matter what is done to my skull. I am in pretty much excruciating pain 24/7 because of this happening to me. And it now feels like I have a tube or something inside the back of my head as well, and holes in certain spots in the back of my head. But because of what happened last night while I was doing my live video, I want these people arrested and I want them charged. And once again, if anyone shows up or comes against me in any way, shape, or form for anything, then it will just prove their retaliation through other people as well for them. Like what's been happening with me now for the past 6 years. Ex-chief or commander, OPP, whether in Napanee or transferred or not, they are still guilty to avoid arrest charging lawsuits. And then the time buying and hopes of deniability as well. The cover-ups. But ex-chief or commander, year 2019, that drove the white Jeep Wrangler. Staff sergeants, years 2019, 2021. Shannon Cork, Robert Lucas, Dave Weiss. Constable Ward, Stacy, blonde-haired, heavy-set woman, Daily Tea Company, now Kingston AMHS. Shelley Huffner, Spencer Mills 14716, Christine Schultz, and Robert King 7224. Lennox and Addington County General Hospital, Dr. Joy Hadley, Dr. Tatiana Vukadinovic, Dr. Barton, Dr. Pritchard, Dr. Waldron, Dr. McGregor. ex-CEO Cubby Duck and Patient Relations, Robert Barry, Bill Waldridge, Tyler Lake, Jason Alstein, Raymond LeBlanc, Bert Hustler, Harry Hartwick, Dale Hartwick, Tony Hearns, and Blair Hardy Kane. And yes, I know exactly who is involved, and I've been saying so ever since this all started on me. Hey, who's this? Sorry if you just come on, I just noticed you. Oh, you're going to be one of the silent types, are you? Okay. I'm pretty much sure I know exactly who this is. But in the process, in the meantime, I am going to get on here. But if anything happens, I am going to be going live again. Be safe, everybody.